sure we ease into the game, let it come to us,
well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Push him back. 55, Mike, guy, 55. I'm coming.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Complete to right. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun to give to Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's going to get it running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
180.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it third down.
180. Come, baby. Come, baby.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down, they hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
From the 50, it's Goff. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now here's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Play.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Third and long. It's gone. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Yellow. 56 to Mike. 56. Try. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Wright's got it.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. This pass finds its way to Williams, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Aaron Donald, he has now done it. That is career sack number 201. He has the all-time NFL record, surpassing the previous mark set by Hall of Famer Bruce Smith. After the sack on first down, Goff throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 18. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Goff on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for the Bengals. 46 yards on the ground.
First down, Cincinnati.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 16 yards, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 10 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Let's go, defense. And here we go. 55 is my guy, 55. Defense wins championships, baby.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I got you. 29 is the money.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left.
He'll try and run it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Back now in Baltimore. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Goff. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw a completion.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd and 11 now, Goff. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now Joe Mixon, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And some room to roam now. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Check. Crunch. 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 15. Where's it?
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They're running it. Whip. Watch the whip. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. You're trapped. Hey, 43. Under crunch. Alert flare.
On second down, here's Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man with a crossing route. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
At the Bengals' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
He's checking. 55, my God, 55. Watch the curve.
Now Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
54.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now it's gone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. We are inside of 1 minute. Only one timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage. Make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Goff now to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, Defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
To throw is gone. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So the final seconds tick away in